Good morning, guys. 5 days left, part one. It's always good to be woken up in the morning by these cats. A little love in the morning never hurt nobody. Good morning, guys. Let's get this day started. 5 days left. Coffee time. All right, guys. Saturday mornings, I wake up and I have my psychology meeting via Zoom here at home. Then it's off to breakfast. Today, for breakfast, we're going to do something a little bit different. Woke up today with a surprise, something I want to have one more time before this is all over. And that is sausage and egg biscuit or McMuffin. I will tell you that the Mexican salsa and those egg witches are life. I don't know how much calories. Maybe I should look into how much calories and stuff are in these two, but I mean it's one. You know, remember I said in the last video or one of my previous videos, sometimes you wake up, plans change. You gotta give yourself that time and the ability to adjust, right? So post-op, there's no adjustments. You have to do it. Today, I got one more thing I can enjoy. Water. Again, I'm gonna try not to drink it while I'm eating. Wait a little while, but if that's emergency. Here we go. Wanted to stop chewing and talking at the same time, probably annoying everybody, but still some left. You know, I was always told no more of these, right? And then I talk to people, boots on the ground, and tell me, yeah, you can. You'll probably only have one bite or just a little section of it, and you'll be plenty happy and plenty full. I have people that say 2 years out, they're still only doing half of one of these, which is cool with me. It means I can still have it. A lot like washing your hands. You know, you should have like a tune or a little something you could tell yourself or sing to yourself while you're chewing. It helps pass the time. You know, I did want to talk about a little bit of that. You know, being able to go back to eating doesn't mean going back to your old diet. It just means being able to still enjoy some of the stuff that you used to eat, right? A lot smaller scale, like I said before. And you got to give yourself time. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of long time period in which you cannot have these things, which is okay. It's an easy trade-off for how much healthier you're going to feel. But if you can mentally prepare yourself and tell yourself, or at least for me, maybe I'm speaking in generalizations, but if I could just tell myself, one day you'll be able to. Right now, gotta kick back, but one day you should be able to do it again. That thought alone is pretty satisfying. Put it down. Remember to chew your food flat. Hopefully later we're gonna eat something red on it. So well, got a little stuck. You know, as I speed through all this chewing and waiting and chewing and waiting, it doesn't look like I'm waiting too long, but actually I'm trying to wait in between each bite, be very mindful of putting that food down. Here shortly, you will see a conversation I'm having with my mom about the struggles. It's a real conversation. She did not know we were recording, and you know, this is real life. So I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to be open with you guys as possible. This was a concern of mine, and here it is. Yeah, it's really hard to wait between the bites, Mom.
It is?
Yeah, you have to wait and give yourself a couple minutes to chew in between. I'm over here trying to like do it, and it's the hardest part so far. Chewing, you know, you chew, but the waiting, you're like, oh, I kind of want to just hurry up and finish.
What about your jaw?
It starts to hurt. If you didn't hear her question, she asked me about my jaw.
Put that cookie down now!
You know, it's a little bittersweet taking these last bites because we know that it's not going to be for a while that I have another one of these again. It's okay. In due time. In due time. One drawback, I'm used to watching TV, putting on a podcast, doing something, multitasking while I'm eating. I'm kind of just going for it. And I do realize what the dietitian says was true. You're trying to multitask, you're trying to do something. You don't pay attention to what you're eating. You're not fully aware of what you're putting in your mouth, right? Because you're just going for it. It's just another session, another thing you do. And now that I'm not turning the TV on, I'm recording and doing this stuff for you guys, but for myself, I realize I am more bored, right? But I am more aware of what I'm actually doing while I'm eating, how much I'm chewing, how the food consistency is happening, what my body feels like. And I'm listening a little bit more and paying more attention, which I guess is the goal. So, it's not a bad thing. You should try it sometime beforehand and see what you do. And pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your body. So yesterday on the video I made when I showed you the picture of my lunch, I purposely left in the Pringles and popcorn that was in the background to show you that you're always going to have some sort of distraction, right? So that's easy to grab. It's always going to be around you. You're not gonna fight it. It's gonna happen the rest of your life. There's no magical world in which you tell yourself, I'm just gonna delete all this from my life. Well, unless you live alone and you don't buy this stuff, you don't bring it in your home, then it's a little bit easier. But I live with a family, and in my household, I can't expect everybody else to just stop, right? I'm on my own journey. I got things I gotta take care of. That doesn't mean, my family can enjoy some Pringles and enjoy some popcorn. I just have to ignore it. I have to learn to live with it. Don't expect everybody to change. If they do and try to help you, great. But if they don't, you have to be strong. Now that one sip of water was all I had. I didn't had that coffee, but that was probably about an hour before, no, a little less than an hour before I started eating. And now I'm gonna try to give it the half an hour and wait before I drink anything else. See how that goes. Ooh, I almost took a drink involuntarily. I put it to my mouth as soon as I felt the water. I said, we're supposed to wait. And I put it back down. That's a win. Here's another thing. Along with the McDonald's that I woke up to this morning, there's 2 bags of these sitting on our table. Ignore it. That's all you gotta do is ignore it. Matter of fact, if you ask me, my personal opinion, I kind of like looking at them. Even though I can't have them, still kind of cool. Here's another one. Inside that bag, before I pulled mine out, I had pulled this one out. There's another one here. I'm not gonna eat it. Normally, I would sit here and be like, oh my God, there's another one? And I would eat it because I'm not satisfied. But again, you gotta live with these things. Put it down. Don't eat it. Be mindful. Because remember, you're holding yourself accountable on that app. And you're not gonna lie to yourself. All right, well, now that that's done, time to enter everything into our app for the morning. Well, since we have about a half an hour to burn, I'm going ahead and do some editing on this video. You can tell I have no water around me, just kind of keep myself motivated on doing some work. And to be honest with you, it's actually kind of cool to be able to do something else, keep myself busy while I'm waiting, instead of just sitting around. All right, guys, time to go do some water, get my daily drink in for the day, and head to do this workout. Finally get that drink. Now it's time to make our oatmeal lime water blend for that cleansing.
Bruh.
Again, just remember, you got to put everything in that app. Now let's take a little drink of water before we start this workout. Alright guys, if you guys want to see the full details of this workout again, go ahead and see my previous videos. As of today, we're just going to get through it. I'm going to speed through them. I'm only going to document it just so that I hold myself accountable that I did do it today. As I go through this workout, I constantly think to myself, man, why did this work? Why if I push it so hard, why am I not getting results like I want to get results? And that's the reality of my situation. That's when it hits. That's when I start thinking, I work so hard, but I'm just not as mobile as most people. I can move, but it doesn't really mean that my body's going to react to food and stuff the same way. It's not going to stop me from getting this workout in, though. You know, I keep motivated. I try to keep moving. You know, it looks funny, but, you know, accountabilities are something that I have struggled with for a long time. Now, as I finish this workout today, I start to think, how many more days do I have to work out? How much weight can I lose? You know, did I do enough? But at the end of the day, you just got to do what you can. And remember to stay hydrated. You know, one of the side effects from lowering that caffeine is you get tired easy at random times. You know, as I finish up this last set, I start to think what the rest of my day is going to look like, and what I have to do as far as, you know, any art that I got to perform or what I'm going to eat. But as of right now, let's do this art. We'll put the stencil on, make sure we get it right. Have a nice clean surface. There's that stencil. And here's the results. Hope you guys enjoy. Also, snack time. A little more of that beef and cheese. Again, everything goes into the app. I also give my cats a special treat at the same time every day. Check this trick out. Chiquile, Papa. All right. Here you go. Chiquile, Papa. See? A little more hydration. It's dinner time. Unfortunately, earlier I wasn't able to eat. I had to do some artwork, and I got caught up with my day by the time I ate that little beef and cheese snack that you saw earlier. I got on the computer, started doing some editing stuff, and by the time I knew it, I looked up. It's, you know, 8:45, and I'm going, oh my God, I need to eat. But now I can't eat anything crazy. I can't eat anything quick. I have to, you know, grab something. And fortunately, my family had gone to go eat at John's and saw that I hadn't eaten, so they brought me back a chicken Caesar salad.
Denied.
Wait, what? This is a regular chicken salad. Which I guess, in all fairness, is the best decision they could have made for me at the restaurant, other than not buying me anything and then me trying to make food really late at night. And, you know, lately I've been working kind of late on these videos, so if I go to sleep late, they said 3 hours before you fall asleep, try not to eat. So I'm going to just have this now, or maybe not all of it. I don't know. I'm pretty hungry right now. There's also times like this where you get really hungry, you know, pre diet or whatever. And all you want to do is just dig in, right? But you have to still learn to put the fork down. And that's kind of hard, especially when you get in these feelings of, you know, hunger. And you got to chew. So let's try one little bite. I guess salad, by nature, is pretty easy to chew. It's some of this chicken that's going to be a little bit on the tougher side. Small bites. At this pace, it's going to take me a while to finish this. So I'm not going to make you guys go through all that. Just gonna chew. You know, I've probably said this before, but making these videos has really let me see myself in a different light, from the way I chew to the way I talk, to a lot of my mannerisms that I'm gonna work on. But as far as what's been helping me, and I think would help people also, is record yourself. You don't got to share it with the world if you don't want to. If that makes you uncomfortable, that's fine. This is my journey. I'm just trying to break through some barriers that I think have set me back through the years, and I'm working through them. And part of this is putting myself out there. And one of them is, you know, being able to record myself and see all the things that I do not like, my insecurities. And when it's close up, something like this, you know, you really get to see a lot of stuff. So my advice to you would be, if you really want to work on your eating habits or work on mannerisms, I would say record yourself. By all means, record yourself and start playing it back to yourself and I mean, play it at nausea. You know, when I'm editing, I have to watch it over and over and over. But, you know, I would say it really does help. Just record yourself. Whether it's a workout, whatever it is, just record yourself. Even if right now you're not succeeding at waiting these 2 or 3 minutes in between each bite, putting the fork down, it's pretty crazy, you know, because, I mean, even that small movement, you know, I'm so used to just going, talking or doing something, not knowing, and doing this kind of prepares you for the next bite, right? So right away, start doing something else. Sometimes not even finished chewing with your food, and you put another one in. When you're playing this game, it's almost like playing catch up. And I hope a lot of you guys can relate with this, because I thought it was normal, you know. To me, that was normal eating habits for my whole life. And that small gesture of just putting the fork down, concentrating on your chewing. And it's quick. The change is quick as far as getting that part down. Maybe not the timing, maybe not the water thing, which I'm doing good. But definitely the paying attention to your chewing and concentrating and savoring the food. You know, it might sound dumb to some people that, you know, don't know how our habits are. And they say, well, geez, that's how you should be. Well, for some of us, you know, it's not that we weren't taught manners. My parents are very well-mannered people. I come from a very well-mannered family. But it's just physics. You know, you're just kind of doing this thing. You're so used to, you know, and I've always had jobs where I'm eating on the rush. I'm eating in between appointments. I'm doing stuff like that. And, you know, now I'm forcing to slow myself down. And it's a challenge. But putting the fork down, dude, it's a good help. It may sound silly to some of you guys that I keep doing this, reminding me to put the fork down. But it's just practice. It's these little practices that I'm doing that are allowing me to make it routine, right? You know, if I'm doing this, and every little bit, I'll tell myself, put it down. Next thing I know, I'm doing this. Just because it's routine. So, you know, trying to pick up on these little things that we think are silly eventually start growing on you. So, you know, habits can be broken, new habits can be formed, and it's up to you which ones you want to take on. For me, I'm trying to do the best habits I can do for succeeding post-op. So, let's keep eating. I need to find a clock. Chicken. I need to find a clock. Preferably like a stopwatch or something I can put behind me or up here. Do some sort of timer so that people can see in real time, you know, just how long it's taking me to eat. Right now, it's not really taking me that long. But once I get into this pre-op diet, you know, I want to be very aware of how long I'm taking. As I'm sitting here recording myself, I just caught myself forgetting about it. Got lost in thought. You see me in real time, just start picking the fork up again. I told you I'm gonna stay honest. Keep using this word accountable, right? And it'd be very easy for you to not know what I do behind the scenes as far as eating, and maybe I sneak in some snacks here and there, and, you know, maybe I'm just trying to make it look good. It's like, you know, this is one of those times in my life that this is the reason I'm doing this. because I've done that my whole life. You know, said I was on a diet and I snuck in snacks. I said I was going to do better. And, you know, it was all those little empty calories that you would eat throughout the day that you just go, well, that's not going to count, really. It's just a cookie, right? And this is the first time that I tell you I'm going through a lot of emotional stuff because I am holding myself accountable. I got you guys to answer to. So for me, you know, I'm looking at this meal already going like, do I want to finish it? Do I not want to finish it? You know, there's still a lot of salad left. And you're like, it's just a salad. But, you know, once I put this down, I'm not coming back to it. You know, I'm going to throw the rest away, or I'm probably throw it away. But, you know, I don't want to keep it around where I know in 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I go, oh, I still have some left, huh? I get a little bit more. You know, that's one thing that I'm kind of looking forward to post-op is some meals are going to last 2 or 3 meals. You know, they're going to be spread out. You're going to eat a little bit, you have some a little bit later. You know, you wait a couple hours, you can have another little piece. It's going to be pretty cool, you know. But as far as right now goes, you know, I'm just really trying to hold myself accountable to what's going in my mouth. And I'm starting to feel these weird hunger feelings and you know, it is what it is. But, you know, if I don't hold myself to a certain standard and prove to you guys that I really want to do this, you know, it doesn't matter what I tell you guys, it's going to show in my personal life. You know, I'm the only one that's going to lose for this. You know, hopefully lose for the best, but I'm the only one that's going to lose this battle with my weight if I don't get this in order. Finally, some water. And my voice sounds dry. So good. All right, remember to add your water, your exercise, and your poop. See you guys tomorrow.